episode of Flow Talks Travels, your passport to unforgettable journeys and insider travel stories powered by Flow Inside Travels and Tours. We're here today to guide you through the experiences you dream about, the places you crave, and the travel tips that makes it all possible. So sit back, relax, and let the adventure begin. My name is Abba Gift Onyinyechi. I am your host. With me here today is
Akitunde Olusheyi.
Thank you so much, Mr. Olusheyi. Thank you for joining us, our able travel consultant. All right, today we are going to be talking about visa assistance, everything involving visa. We might not be able to touch everything, but at least we will be able to discuss a few important things with regards to visa. So, Mr. Sheyi,
Yes, ma'am.
I would like to start with a question. Can you tell us a bit about your experience as a travel consultant?
Well, as a travel consultant, the experience has been so nice, interesting, and very awesome. We've seen a lot of in the aspect of requests and clients' decision making when it comes to visa application and visa processing. So it's been a lot of, it's fun though, it's fun. So in the process, we've seen people with pure intention and we've seen people with the other way around. So it's been a nice experience so far.
Oh wow, thank you. So I will say, just like a doctor, enjoying his patients, taking care of his patients.
Exactly.
You are enjoying taking care of travelers.
Exactly.
All right, thank you so much. So this brings me to some questions, some common questions that people ask. But before that, I would like to know, what are the most common types of visa travelers ask about?
In this the country we are now, as Nigeria now, let me just say this: 80 to 90% of Nigerians now, their first approach when it comes to visa is that they just want to japa. Yes, I need something japa. Give me a package to japa. So that's the major request that people bring to you, that okay, this is what I want. But when it comes to us, then we now give them professional advice on possible ways to make their dream come true. So that's so let me just say japa is the major visa request that we got.
So I want, maybe there are some people out there that don't know what is japa. So please tell me, what is japa? Explain better.
Japa, basically, typical Nigeria, they call it japa because they believe Nigeria is no more giving them the kind of lifestyle they want. So they need in search for greener pasture. So they want to go outside Nigeria to another country to look for a better.
Okay, so that japa basically means work. That
yes, you want to leave Nigeria and go to another country to settle down, work with their family and start a new life.
Please, who do they want to leave this country for?
Okay, no problem.
Okay, so I want to know, what are the types of visas? Like types of visas that.
Yeah, basically, there are two major types of visa. We have the sticker visa and we have the e-visas. So then in the aspect of other types of visa, we have tourists visiting, the same thing as visiting, both tourists and visit visa. We have conference or business visa, then we have work visa, we have family reunion, and so on and so forth. We have different categories of it. We have study visa as well. Mm-hmm. So every categories of each visa has what it covers and what it entails.
Okay, so all right, that's understandable. So which countries do you think are currently the easiest or the hardest to get visas for? I want to know those ones that are easiest. I know my viewers out there would like to know. They want to travel. I know some people want to travel, so they'll be like, I need the one that is easier for me, or I want to know those ones that are easier and those ones that are hardest to get.
Oh, okay. In that sense, I would like to bring this to the awareness and notice of the public that visa is not anybody's rights. Do you understand? Visa is not our rights. It's just a privilege. Do you understand? If you apply for visa and you were not given, visa is not your right. It's the discretion of the consular or the embassy that is handling your request. They will decide whether to give. If they assess your document and everything, then they can decide maybe you merit it or not. So basically, there are some people that feel like, okay, automatically I should get this visa, I should get this visa. Is not our right. It's just a privilege. So moving further to your question, like I said earlier when I was listing the types of visa, there are some countries, as a traveler, you want to start afresh, like, okay, this is my experience, I want to start traveling, I want to build my traveling provider. This term we used to use that you have to disvirgin your passports. There are some people that their passports has not been stamped before, so then when they come up, they will say, okay, I want to travel, I want to go to Canada, I want to go to USA, I want to. But basically, we usually advise that, okay, try some countries that the immigration policies, the immigration rules are not that strict for you to get their permit to enter. Like the likes of Qatar. Yeah, Qatar provide e-visas for Nigerian, and it's easy to get a little by their immigration rules are a bit friendly and accommodating. Then we have also like South Africa. You can start with all those countries first, build your travel history. So by the time you get to the stage of applying for Schengen countries, UK and other countries, you will have travel history. It will help your profile when it comes to if they are assessing you. Okay, you've been to this country, you obey the immigration, you go, you come back, you went to come back, you went to, with that it will help. So there is no visa that is easy or very simple. You just have to, every visa there has requirements.
You just have to meet.
You just have to try your best and fulfill righteousness by meeting the requirements.
Oh. Thank you. So now, what are the top 3 mistakes you think people make when applying for visa?
Yes, there are major mistakes that people, there are a lot. So we've come across a lot of mistakes, because when people, clients approach us that, okay, fine, I want to apply for a tourist visa, or so, okay, we'll have asked, okay, have you applied before? Some will say, I've applied like 5 times,
so
I've been denied.
Okay, so I want to know those top 3, like those.
The first major things that affect people, that number one is their proof of funds. Proof of funds, because you are expected to prove a certain amount of money, that, okay, you have substantial enough money while you are in their country, and even that will give you reasons to enjoy your stay, that you not tamper with their economy or anything, that you not be thinking of, okay, I've exhausted my money, I want to start looking for means of going back to my own country. So you have to have the financial capability. That's the major thing that people experience. That, okay, because if they check their rejection letter, you see that they've not proved enough proof of financial circumstances, they've not met the requirements. Then another one is proof of home ties. People, if you want to do a visa, you have to prove that, okay, I'm coming to your country as a visitor. Definitely there is something in my own country that I'm doing, that definitely after some days I will go and I will still come back to continue that thing that I'm doing in my country. That's, you have something that ties you to your own country. Do you understand? So those are the important factors that basically, let me say, 70 to 80% of visiting visa rejection are based on.
Okay, thank you. So I have 2 more questions for you before we go on this episode. So please, I'm sorry. So now I want to talk about how early should someone begin the visa application process? How early do you think, before the travel date? How early do you think someone should start?
Basically, it's good to start as early as possible, to me, because if you are planning, for instance, if you are planning to travel by September or October, the earliest you can start is this month, like July, because if we are assisting you, first thing that we'll do is that we have to assess your documents and see that if these documents really meets the requirements that is needed to be met by the immigration rules. Then from that, we now started the process. There are some countries that to get their appointments, biometric appointments, they are not earlier dates. So it's better to start earlier in order to get appointment ahead of your proposed travel dates.
Okay, so finally, I want to know, let's take for instance, I applied and I was rejected. I was not given a visa. Because I know there are many people out there that have this question. So can this affect my future travel plans? Can it affect me in the future? Okay, since they rejected me this one, so I'm scared. Maybe if I go again, they will not give me.
That's why I said, that's why I said earlier, first thing first is that when we ask people, have you been rejected before? And they said, yes, I've been rejected. The first thing we did, why? Because for every rejection, there must be a reason. It will be stated the reason the visa was rejected. So the next application, the problem you have in your previous application is the first thing that we will tackle. So once we tackle that problem, we've broken that barrier, then we now look at, okay, after we've broken this, then the next thing and the best thing to do in order to have a successful, so your previous rejection is not a determinant factor for your new visa application. You might apply first time, you get rejected because you do not have required documents. But if you, after some months, you know that, okay, what I got rejected because of, I've done every necessary things, I've acquired every necessary document, and you apply again, you put in your application, and everything is okay, you get your visa. So it's not a determinant factor.
All right, thank you so much. You know why I asked that question is because people think that
yes,
if they get rejected, so if they want to apply again, they'll be lying. They'll be lying that they don't want to tell you they'll be rejected.
But it's better
you say the truth.
to say the truth, so
and
that the person assisting you will know where to start from. So
thank you so much, Mr. Shea. It's nice having you today on this episode. I know there are so many questions that people want to ask, that people want to know. I have so many questions, but we won't be able to go further. So on this episode, this is where we're going to end it for today. So that's it for this travel tip episode of Lotus Travels. Till next episode, please don't forget, like, share, and you can subscribe on our YouTube channel, Instagram, Facebook. We're also on TikTok. And if you have any question that you feel like you want us to answer, you can just write it on the comment section and we'll answer, or you might be lucky that your question will be talked about on our next episode. Thank you so much for today. See you next episode. Thank you, Mr. Shea.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.